Hello everyone, I'm Bluish. I've always praised Yorushka because of their ability to write songs with such deep meanings. So today I want to talk more about this song called Thought Crime. This song is somewhat complicated and there are some things you have to understand before diving deeper into the lyrics. First of all, this song is part of Yorushka's third album released in 2020 called Plagiarism. Please remember that, it's important. Second, the song theme is based on a novel called 1984, written by a British author named George Orwell. The novel is set far into the future where a man named Winston Smith is living in a government which controls everything. Thoughts, language, love, everything is controlled and citizens are constantly being monitored both indoors and outdoors. Nearly every action and thought is surveillance. You can't even have your own opinion without it being approved by the government. There are thought police that take people who oppose the government, who falls in love with another person, or even writing a diary could get you labeled as a thought criminal, because when writing a diary, you are expressing your thoughts, and these thoughts have not been approved by the government, and this song references and pay homage to the novel. The third thing we need to know is that the lyrics of the songs pays homage to a Japanese poet called Ozaki Hosai. He writes free verses haikus, and his haikus are filled with loneliness as the final years of his life was spent in isolation. Remember when I said that the name of the album was important? The song questioned what is the line between plagiarizing and paying homage or referencing is. To be honest, n-buna does not see a difference. People plagiarize and they say nothing, but only when they finally get caught, instead of plagiarize, it becomes paying homage. Now that you understand these things, let's get into the music video. This music video revolves around a man with a mask on. He's a songwriter, but he's also a thief, specifically a sound thief. We can tell by the mask he's wearing, which looks like a hacker's mask, people who usually steals information. Also, we can also tell that he is a sound thief because the entire theme of this song, stated by Yorushka themselves, is what is the line between paying homage and plagiarizing? And our main character steals and he continues to think about stealing songs, which is his first act of a thought crime. The music thief writes songs to curse people because he enjoys it. He wishes to appear on the news, and that's the reason why he sharpens his knife. This could have two meanings. The first one is he is about to do something drastic to become popular, to appear on the news, which fits very well with the title of the song, as he's planning to commit some sort of crime to become popular, but all of this is being stimulated to his mind, hence it's a thought crime. This also applied to the novel 1984, where the main character started writing a diary about how much he hates the government, how much he wants to fall in love, but all of these thoughts are illegal, giving the title even more meaning. The second reason could be he just wants to appear on the news as a successful artist, and that is why he's sharpening his craft, his blade. Later in the music video, we can also see a girl that's playing a grand piano in what looks like an extremely luxurious place. We can also see a girl in a kimono. It's very likely that they are the same person, and is the love interest of our main character. That never worked out for him. It never worked out for him because, as we can see in the lyrics, he continues to be alone, to the point where his loneliness turns into a sound, and he never gets the chance to confess to her because the words goodbye keep slipping from his mouth. What makes this even more amazing that this part references to both Ozaki and Winston from the novel, as both of them never got the chance to be with the one they truly love. In Osaki's life, he proposed marriage to a girl named Yoshisawa, who was a longtime friend. However, his older brother opposed the marriage, and the rejection was likely the cause of his heavy alcoholism. This heavy drinking caused him to become isolated, which is extremely close to the lyrics and the music video. In the case of Winston, he fell in love with a girl named Julia, which was considered highly illegal, but he continued to pursue it anyways. However, at the very end of the story, the government, also known as the thought police, found out about the affair. The government tortured both Winston and his lover to the point where they started betraying each other. They never loved each other again, leaving Winston in an extremely lonely state. It's so amazing that a couple lines of this song could reference so much. Not only does it relate to a music thief from the music video, it's also related to a real-life human and even a character from a novel. The best part about all of this is that it never lost the main point that n-buna was trying to express. The theme and idea is the same as the novel. Meanwhile, the characters and lyrics are almost identical to Osaki's life. And even some part of the songs are literal Osaki's haikus. The main character in the music video also only wears a single suit, which is a reference to Osaki Hosai, as he owns no other clothing than a tuxedo and a pair of pajamas. It really makes you wonder at this point, is it really just paying homage and referencing? At what point does it become plagiarizing? There is also a theory about the chorus where Swiss sings, "The crow sings is dyed a deep red," which could reference a Japanese folk song, The Seven Children. It's a song about where a crow sings about its 7 children, again paying homage to another song. Later in the music video, the thief wishes to be acknowledged and be loved, be rewarded for his work even if he does not work towards it. He wants to achieve it and prays that his dreams will come true. He claims that the society that is nice to other people will never understand his envy. He feels this way because of all the hate messages he received. We can see it here. The letter calls him third rate, tells him to give up, tells him to disappear. This makes the music thief mad, and he's always looking for an opportunity to hit someone. He's probably looking to lash out his anger to the people who sent these letters, which would be another act of thought crime as he's imagining hurting someone. However, when Swiss is actually singing these lyrics, we can see that our main character is looking at himself. He's looking for someone to hit, but it could just be himself. When you make something and people don't like it, you can't blame anyone but yourself, and eventually you end up venting all of that frustration on yourself. And he continues to vent. He says he does not want to die, but he cannot continue on living any longer. We can see from all of this that he's suffering a lot. He's suffering from the hate, the alcohol abuse, the stress, and the loneliness. He does not want to die, but he cannot enjoy living. But I also think that this could refer to his career. He can't entirely get rid of the song he writes, and he still has some people who support him, who love his work. We can see in this letter one of his fans expressing how moved she was by the book he wrote and thanks him for it. He no longer wants to continue stealing the songs, but it's difficult to change, as we can see that no matter how much he tries to get rid of the mask, another one just grows back. Not wanting to disappoint some of his fans, he has to continue writing his songs even though he's currently not enjoying it. And this part where he tries to take off his mask but another one just keeps growing back. I love this part because I think that this could be related to so many things. The first one is that the music thief has finally decided to change for the sake of his fans and for the sake of himself, but when you have been stealing for so long, you cannot easily break free from the cycle. It's almost like a form of addiction. But you can also say that the music thief wears a mask to hide himself, to hide his true self. He doesn't show his true self, but when he finally decides to change, to finally express his true self, he can no longer find it, as he has been hiding behind the mask for far too long. And we can see that at the end of the music video, he just decides to put the mask back on, and the words "see you tomorrow" slips from his mouth again. I think he tried to become his true self. He tried to stop stealing sounds, but eventually fails and continues to live with the mask on, hiding away his real feelings and continue to steal sounds. If we look closely at the end of the music video, we can see that a piece of the mask breaks off. I've read theories that he did not fail to change and became who he really is. While I still think that that could be the case, what I believe is that he has been wearing a mask for too long that he himself is becoming the mask. The false persona he portrays is becoming his true self, therefore the mask is slowly being chipped away. I think the mask broke because the lie he's living became his true self instead of him accepting who he really is. This song is amazing, and I just hope I got you to feel this ounce of excitement I felt when I was learning about all of this. I hope I made it clear enough for you. It was so mind-blowing that each line of the song could make branches of different meanings and references to it, like examples of thought crime flawlessly switching between each lyrics and how it connects to the title of the album. I also absolutely love that so many people have so many different opinions and you can make such a compelling case for it. n-buna and Yorushika are just masterclass when it comes to storytelling. Absolutely love this duo and I cannot wait to learn more about it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you want a second part, please tell me, because I feel like there are so many things that I could still talk about. And of course, if you have any theories that you want to share, please leave them in the comment. I would love to read them. And please don't forget to subscribe, because that would really motivate me to work. And thank you, and see you next time.